Keeping a close eye on your forecast, taking a look at those conditions across the southeast. Cold air closer towards the mid-south. That's going to be moving closer towards us, and a cold front moving through on Thanksgiving Day. I'll be breaking down all of your forecast details coming up.
Few hours left, but for folks who are running to the grocery store like I need to after work to get some things that they forgot, how is our weather?
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. And
So-
hey, it's Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, not the day before
Nope.
Thanksgiving.
I call it the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
An annual holiday.
The annual holiday. Well, I call it Thanksgiving Eve, and I'm the exact same way, Chelsea. I got to go after work to go pick up some of those things. I've been slacking a little bit. Maybe you're the same way. You need to run to the store heading later on into this afternoon. The good news, things are looking great. However, if you're going to be heading to the store after sunset, closer towards 6, 7 p.m., you could possibly see some of those spotty showers. Now, this is all ahead of that cold front. Look closer towards the Midwest there. Kansas City, St. Louis, rain, cold air moving in. And here's a look at just some of those temperatures starting to dip down across the Mid-South. We're seeing those 50s. However, right below it, 60s and the 70s. So it's still going to be a little delayed before we start to see some of that cold air begin to filter in. Already starting to see some of those cooler conditions for our inland spots, those mid to upper 60s. But look at that temperature gradient between Grove Hill and Destin, just showing about 14 degrees there. So we are still seeing some cooler air in some portions of our Fox 10 viewing area. Heading into the rest of today, though, I'm expecting the majority of our areas to see just some of those above average temperatures. Those lower to mid 70s out there. Winds continuing out of the southwest, increasing that humidity. More of that cloud cover. Some peaks of sunshine, but it's gray, it's gloomy out there. It's not the prettiest look. But here's what we're going to be talking about coming up later. So we have today with those mild temperatures, that humidity going up. We do have a cold front that's moving through for tomorrow, and that's going to bring in some very cold air, possibly even our first freeze for many areas across the Gulf Coast over the next few days. I'm going to be breaking down more of your forecast details and when that cold air will arrive. That's all coming up soon. Joe. And taking another look at your forecast, I'm looking ahead into tomorrow. Now, we do have the Turkey Trot for Hope taking place in downtown Mobile at Mardi Gras Park. This is a run that's benefiting Rappahoe, and those temperatures around the time that you're checking in the upper 60s. We do have the potential for some of those passing showers early tomorrow morning, but the good news, it'll be quick moving, and that's a cold front, so it's bringing in cold air.
Down in our BAM, we call it.
It's in the giant monitor off to the side, just staring at Chelsea. Oh, well, it's coming up too. I'm taking a look at your Iron Bowl forecast. Here's what we're forecasting, and that's going to be some cold temperatures on the way by Saturday in the wake of this cold front. Kickoff temperatures lower 50s by the end of the game, in the mid 40s. Bundle up if you're heading up to Tuscaloosa. I'll talk more about our forecast here locally coming up when we come back.
So when I'm cleaning it, Jen, all of this dust, I want to know if it
down.
collects the dust.
Yeah.
And that's just a user error because I just need to clean them more often.
I feel like her fan was too clean
Yeah.
already for that.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to come to mine where you got like cat fur and dog fur that accumulates up
Yeah.
there.
A real house.
A real house
that's
there.
lived in.
Because I cleaned my fan a few weeks ago and all of it just kind of scattered down, so I had to take the vacuum and find where it all went. So I'd be curious if it catches it.
Where does it go?
Related, unrelated, air conditioning, air filters. They have a bunch of dust collect on that.
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if it, I don't know. I don't know if it works
All
for
the
that.
dust.
Lots of questions.
Lots of questions. If we'll answer them, we'll see. Come on, Rachel. Come to our house. We'll see how it does. Well, let's go ahead and talk more about your forecast. Just a reminder, right now is a great time to go ahead and download the Fox 10 Weather app. That way you can stay updated on everything that's going on with the forecast. I went ahead and updated some of these videos. We have the one for today. We have the one for Thanksgiving, a long form video, plus also radar and futurecast. That'll be handy heading into tomorrow, especially with those potential rain chances. Now let's talk more about your Thanksgiving forecast, because heading into the rest of your Thursday, there's the cold front at 10 a.m. It's moving through earlier in the morning, so spotty showers, highest chances 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. for that front to move through. Once you see that rain and it moves past, then your chances really begin to drop. So that will be the good news. But because of that cold front, it's going to be an upside down day with our temperatures. Warmer and more humid in the morning, cooler, drier later on in the afternoon. So that's why we see those upper 60s by 12 and 2 p.m. Even behind it, it's not going to be the prettiest day. It's still going to be cloudy out there, gray, a little gloomy. But then we wake up Black Friday morning, there's that cold air slowly making its way towards us. So 7 a.m. we're waking up in the mid 40s. By 11 a.m. lower 50s. Daytime highs still pretty cool, but we'll continue to see more of these cold conditions later on into the weekend. So football forecast once again, South Alabama Jags hosting Texas State, upper 50s at kickoff, end of the game upper 40s. So that's Friday at 2:30. And then we have the next day, the Iron Bowl taking place in Tuscaloosa. Kickoff temperatures lower 50s, end of the game mid 40s. When you're walking to your car, it's going to be chilly. Make sure you have those layers ready to go. I'll have a final look at your forecast coming up in just a little bit. Chelsea is next week, but just a reminder, our first freeze of the season typically falls around this time, so it is seasonal for the time of the year that we're in. Here's a look at the next 10 days. Warm and muggy for the next few days. Those rain chances early tomorrow morning. Cold weekend ahead. We'll keep you updated here on Fox 10.
Have the best Thanksgiving. Jen will see you tomorrow. I'll see you Friday. Joe will see you Tuesday.
Yeah.